Hey everyone, let me get rid of these. How is everybody doing today? It is Thursday, December the 12th, and we are celebrating our 8 days of our 12 days of Christmas. I feel like I'm running behind. I feel like I should be done with this series already. But I am having so much fun using all of these products and showing you how to use them. Today, we are going to create 3 tags with these products. We're going to be using the Reindeer Days Designer Series paper. I personally I like these darker colors, and I really enjoy using cherry cobbler. So this is a little out of my, I don't want to say out of my design element. I love these bright colors and I feel like I'm gravitating towards them, but I do love my gingham and my traditional like country Christmas colors. So I've added some gingham ribbon today and a little craft colored cardstock instead of the pecan pie. And we're going to make just 3 really simple tags today using this paper and the, well, where's my stamp set? Oh, right here. The Reindeer Fun. We're going to be using the Reindeer Fun Bundle, which is the stamp set and the dies. We're carrying on like we have been the last few days. So we're going to be using the Reindeer Fun dies. This is a very nice size set of dies. You get 18 dies in the stamp set. There's builder dies, and then there's actually shape dies where you can cut out the different excuse me, goodness. You can cut out the different pieces. You can cut out the pieces of paper. For instance, I believe, well, I don't have it showing here, but you'll see. So we're gonna do minimal stamping today. It's a lot of paper piecing, but we're going to be using those items plus the stylish shape dies. Plus I've used the Greetings of the Seasons dies. I mainly used this large tag here for all the tags today. We're also using the plaid. On one of the tags, we used the Forever Plaid embossing folder. Grab that real quick. So we use this, the Forever Plaid embossing folder, and it's very, very large. It's a very large, like this is my hand, and this is how big it is. So you would need to put this one into the large Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, or Big Shot if you still have a Big Shot. It'll fit those. Okay. So let me show you what we have here. We're going to start off with this very simple little card, right? Simple, not card, tag. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see a little better. Okay. If you don't know, if this is your first time joining me, my name is Jana Edwards, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Corpus Christi, Texas. I was a demonstrator for a while, and then I dropped a few years ago, and I rejoined because I absolutely love the products, and I missed crafting, and I like how everything coordinates. I don't consider myself a matchy person, but they're vanillas. All of their colors match. Their paper matches the ink, matches the markers, matches it. Just everything matches. So the vanilla in the ribbon is going to match your vanilla in your paper. The real red in the twine matches the real red. I just like how it all coordinates. Okay, so we're going to start with this very simple tag right here. Let me find it. Okay, you'll need one of the tags, the large tags from the Seasons Greetings. Yeah, Greetings of the Seasons dies. So you'll need that. And then we're going to take one of the large circles from the Stylish Shape dies and then the next size down. They're graduating. These dies, they graduate with their graduating dies. So you go, you know, larger, smaller. And then when you cut out your design, you also have you have your negative space, right? So you can take your negative space like I've done here and mount it onto another piece of cardstock, which this green cardstock was cut out of the squares, and you can mount it on that, and then you could lift it up on your paper and use this like a window in one of your other projects. So it kind of does double duty. So we're using 2 of the circles from that die, and then I went ahead and I cut out, let me grab my silicone mat, because we're going to be gluing with some multi-purpose adhesive and I don't want to get glue everywhere. All right. So we went with one of these. We're going to stamp first. Okay. I am going to stamp. I'm going to use it looks like snowflakes. Can you see that? It looks like little snowflakes or stars, snowflakes and snow dust. I am going to stamp those just randomly all over the tag. And I cut this tag out using the Greetings of the Seasons dies in crumb cake cardstock. You don't have to go, you only need to just do around the edges, and I just, you know, stamp it. Because when you put your circle in the middle, it's going to cover everything up. All right. If you're watching today, please leave me a comment or leave a comment. Let me know that you're here. I like to know who's here and who's watching and who's participating, following along. It's always fun to chit chat back and forth. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. Let me put this up. I like to put my inks away because I will stick my fingers in them. I know I will. All right, so a little multi-purpose adhesive on the back of this circle. This was something that I had put together and didn't like how it turned out, so I just went ahead and cut through the cardstock, and I'm reusing the pattern paper so I don't waste my pattern paper. So I'm gonna layer that together. I'm gonna just go off center here a little bit with this. So you only want to put glue just on a little more than half. All right. Then I took, where's my, I need, I went ahead and I cut out the holly branches from the Reindeer Fun dies. You know, I think I want them to have a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to take, what would Mossy Meadow look like? I want it to have just a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to go ahead and take and just flick some ink using my Stampin' Right marker in Mossy Meadow, because we don't have a garden green markers. Can you believe that? All right, I'm going to take just a little dot of glue here in the center. You'll want to take a dot of glue there in the center. Then I'm going to use the putty end of my Take Your Pick tool and put those berries down there. All right. Then we are going to grab some dimensionals. Go ahead and move this out of the way. Grab some dimensionals. I've got a large one here, a large one there, and then one of the minis. And because this leaf is a little smaller, I'm just using a mini to hold that down. All right. Take off the backing. I love dimensionals. Does anybody else like dimensionals? They're my favorite. Okay. And you'll want to position your holly right about there. And I went ahead to save time. I went ahead and I used the For You sentiment in the Greetings of the Seasons stamp set here, and stamped in Early Espresso onto the smallest, I think it's right here, excuse the reach, the smallest die from the Stylish Shapes dies. Okay, then you're gonna want to grab another dimensional and just put right in the center of that circle. Remove the backing and tuck that right under those holly berries. Okay, we're going to grab the Very Vanilla and black. It is what the official name is, Black and Very Vanilla ribbon. Okay, large checked ribbon. I'm going to grab a piece of this, cut it with our scissors, and then you'll want to feed it through the hole. I love these dies. The tags, they already have the holes in them. The Greetings of the Seasons dies. So you don't have to punch your holes after you've cut out your tag. So what I'm doing here is I've just taken a piece of gold cord and tied a loop, and I'm gonna feed it through the hole from front to back and use it to catch my ribbon, almost like you're threading a needle. If you sew, it's almost like you're threading a needle, right? You have the little needle threaders, the silver needle threaders that you use, and then I'm just pulling that ribbon through, and I'm going to even it out, run it through the loop, and pull. All right, I'm going to take my real red and white thread, we're going to create a double bow. There was a lady, I think her name is Kim McGillis. I was watching her the other day. She makes some really cute double bows. I'm going to have to figure out how she does it. I'm going to turn this upside down because it's easier for me to tie upside down. See? Ink on my finger. The dog is in there barking. I thought my husband would be home for lunch by now. All right, let's try this one more time. It's hard when these suckers move on you. I'm going to cut this off. Cute little tag. And I'm going to grab some, what do we want to use? These are the Earth Tone Shimmer Gems. I'm going to grab just a couple of these and scatter them on the little tag. Grab it over. Well, that one's not one to come with me. Stuck to my thumb. Huh? All right, there we go. There's our first little tag. Simple, cute, very easy. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next one. We're gonna create this one. We've got this one uses a piece of the designer series paper and then a cutout from the designer series paper. All right, so again, I have got my tag, I have my piece of designer series paper. I believe this is 2 3/8 by 3 3/8, and then I just grabbed a corner rounder and rounded my corners. Then I have created a banner and ran it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss using that plaid folder. Sorry, I was having a little trouble with my lights. So let's go ahead and assemble this. Use some multi-purpose adhesive. I like this so much because it gives you some wiggle room. There are some things that I don't use it on, but you know, I use an array of all of, and I put that on the wrong side. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside, and I pre-cut a bunch of tags, so we'll use this one. You can tell it's the wrong side when you cut it out with the tags with the die cut machine. They leave an indentation, and you can see that this is the raw edge on the back. I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but when you cut your dies, when you die cut stuff out, you can tell which side should be the front and which side should be the back. Oh, you see, this is why I need to have this in front of me, because I will drop this and get it all over my desk. I spent last weekend just cleaning glue off of my desk. All right. And we are going to just push, put that down. Then I'm going to take the banner. I think this one's my favorite tag. I love banners. I just think they add a little zhuzh, a little more texture to your cards, to your tags. I'm going to offset it over here. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to go ahead and grab my mini boss here. I'm going to set that aside and let that dry. Here you can see that I've cut the designer series paper, and I just cut this one image out of the designer series paper because we're going to use a die from the bundle to cut out this cute little deer. This cute little reindeer jumping through the air. She looks like she's getting ready to fly. I'm going to use a piece of Post-it note tape so that when I get the die straight on the image, it won't move in the machine. Maybe I moved out a little too much. How's that? Better? Looks better to me. We'll just run it through our die cut machine. And it comes out perfect on the other side. Fingers crossed. I moved my trash can to the other side down here and I keep throwing trash on the floor. Look how cute. Isn't she cute? There are several images that you can cut out. Let me show you. I cut another one. There's two that you can cut out. I fussy cut this little guy. And then there's a die in the set in the bundle for this image right here, and that's part of the paper too. Okay. Moving on. I think I got ink on my desk right there. Oh well, it's a good thing this is contact paper. All right. I'm going to grab my smallest circle. Then I'm going to grab the For You stamp. And my Real Red ink. Ink up my stamp. And then just stamp the For You right there in the center of that circle. Close up my ink. Okay, I'm going to grab my dimensionals again. Put one right there in the circle. Get that backing off. And we're going to put our For You just to the side of the banner here. I'm going to flip this deer over. We are going to add a few dimensionals to our cute little deer. Reindeer. Grab some minis. Add these. Tail. Feet. One right there. I'm going to cut, grab the right scissors, and cut just a sliver on the legs. I want to move it cooperate, please. All right, there's that one. I think that's probably enough. Okay, I'm going to take the backings off. This bundle and this designer series paper are on the last chance list. So if something that you have on your wish list, go get it, because once it's gone, they won't have it back. it won't be back. So I'm going to put her, and I say her because it's got holly on the collar. All right, I'm going to put that there. Then I'm going to grab these little peppermint dots that are currently unavailable, but I have heard that they are coming back and that Stampin' Up! Will be carrying them over. So if you weren't able to get them, don't worry, they're going to come back. They'll be back. I'm going to move this one right down here. Okay. Or if you haven't gotten them yet, they will be back. Now we're going to take our ribbon again and just do the same thing. Tie the bow. I'm going to go ahead and cut one more strip of ribbon because we're going to use this for our next tag too. Grab my little threader here. And pull this through. Is everyone ready for Christmas? I am not. I don't even have a Christmas tree put up yet. It's just my husband and I, and honestly, I don't even know if I want to put up the tree this year. Maybe I'll just get out the nativity and put the nativity up. I had a girlfriend of mine call me and she scolded me for not having my Christmas tree up yet because it's not like me not to have my tree up. But I have really been enjoying doing these 12 days of Christmas, and I've just been in the craft room every day crafting, you know, and loving it. I think for this one, since I unwound a bunch of this, I'm just going to go ahead and use the linen thread to do my double bow on this one. The poor dog is in there barking. I just got a message from the hubby that said he won't be home this afternoon. I really like this linen thread. I just ordered 3 more spools of it. So you'll, just be expecting to see these in a lot of the future projects. And there we go. See, I think I like it better with the linen thread. What do you think? Let me know what you think in the comments. So there's our second. And our third is just a cute little, it's paper. It's a die. It's actually, let me grab my little kit and I'll show you what I did. Where is it? Here it is. So when I cut my tags out, I cut red and crumb cake. Then I just took a piece of the designer series paper and we are going to just use this. You could probably use one of the squares, but I don't know that I have one that will fit inside. And see, it's too small. Then I'd have to, really wanted this and the candy canes in an image. So it was just easier for me to cut two of the dies, cut two of the tags, and then just cut the one tag, cut the top and bottom off of the one tag. So I'm going to go ahead and just trim over here on the side. I'm trimming the top of the tag off. Do we like that? I think I'm going to do that. Use up the whole paper. What do you think? And I'm going to use, I just change things up, you know, on the fly. I'm going to stamp the little snowflakes just to give it some dimension up here at the top. A little bit of character. I like that. I like how that looks. Put that away. All right. Now, so it doesn't look so flat. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and glue this. Glue these two pieces down. Very, very simple. It's just using up scraps of the cards of the designer series paper. So easy. You could get, you could add more. You could put holly berries on it. You could, you could add a lot more to this if you wanted. All right, I should have a scrap of white cardstock. I think it's 1/2 inch wide, 3/4 inch wide. And grab the Merry Christmas sentiment from the Reindeer Fun Bundle. My real red ink. Ink up my stamp. Oh, made a mess. Made a mess. Made a mess. Okay. I shouldn't be doing this. I should be using the, okay. Hold please. Grab one more scrap. That might be too thin. Hold please. Keep the ends of my, when you trim the edges of your paper, I keep those. I'm going to cut this down just a little bit. All right. Grab my stamp. Oof, I made a mess over here. All right. Ink it up. I'm going to try that. There we go. Beautiful. Now I'm going to grab my paper snips. Actually, I'm going to trim this. Oh, I can't use that. Those are my ribbon scissors. I'm going to trim this just a little bit. I don't. Anybody else? I want this end to be straight. All right. Get that out of the way. Now I'm going to just create a little banner here at the end. Grab 3 dimensionals, not 4. Tried to grab 4. Add that. Grab our ribbon, our little handy dandy tool here. There we go. Make sure my ribbon is even. And I'm going to grab some more linen thread. This is my last. Yeah, I think, no, let's use the red. I have more of this. Okay. Then we're gonna just do the same old, same old. Cut this here and tie up our ribbon. Tie a little knot. I like the added texture that this bow, adding the extra bow gives. It's just, you know, it adds a little something more. All right, now I'm going to use some more of these little peppermints. I will put one right up here, one down here, and we'll put another one right there. That is it, guys. Thank you so much for being here today. This is our 3 tags for today. I hope that you enjoyed day 8 of the 12 days of Christmas. Thank you everyone for stopping by and for crafting with me today. If you enjoyed the video or the projects, would you please share it with your friends and hit the subscribe button. Like and share for me. It helps me get engagement on my channel. I would really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody being with me here today, and that's all I have today. We will see you tomorrow. We are going to be creating a little bot treat box to hold the tags in case you would like to give them as a gift. So thanks again for being here, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.